We're doing a bonus video on Chuck Schumer. Those that were with me when I was tweeting live the inauguration, next time I promise, if I do anything live, I will sure hope that I can give everybody advance notice and give you the exact live stream that I'm watching so that you can follow along. But if you weren't there, I'm sorry. But while we were at that inauguration, I was watching it and he gave his little speech. I believe I tweeted out as he's preaching for revolution. And alas, look what we've seen. And now we see good old Chucky continuing his belief system. And the belief system will have you doing some crazy stuff. Let's watch Chucky.
Security, bad for the humanitarian nature that America has always been. These orders go against what America has always been.
Now you see him bouncing. He's rising up on his feet, leaning forward and bouncing back down as a way of emphasizing his words. Now he's reading, and this is what we call the signs of portrayal. How do we know he's portraying? Because there's things that he's doing to emphasize other than just the words, his enunciations, the flexion in his voice, eyebrows. You know, those things would be a normal enunciation to people. When you start bringing in the entire body into your enunciation or emphasis, you start portraying. And that is what he's doing. He's portraying. Now we're going to skip through to key parts that I found interesting.
The incompetence of this administration. One hand doesn't know what the other is doing.
Now, one hand doesn't know what the other one's doing. We saw this arm fly this way. And I want you to watch it again.
One hand doesn't know what the other is doing.
Now, you saw the hand again. Did you notice when you saw that, how the rest of the body did not move with him? It's like the arm just flew that way. And this didn't react. The neck and the spine didn't react with it. Just his arm reacted. He's in deception. He is now showing with us, with his body, the deception. And he's pushing a narrative. And as we watch this,
most of the departments in charge of enforcing it.
And is also, as we see, his body has gone still. And he did that fist down movement, and none of the rest of his body moved with it. So it looked like a jerk action.
Didn't even know about it. They didn't even check with the...
And now we're into portrayal, because he's got to bring it all the way up from the feet to start emphasizing what he's saying.
Justice Department
See?
to check on whether these orders are constitutional. I believe they are not. And Judge...
Bring those feet in so it forces the spine to move and make it bounce. Very good portrayal technique and a deception. Once you get used to seeing it and you start, you can see it really easy once you get used to it.
Judges in every corner of the land have already issued temporary restraining orders against them.
And a little jerk action. Already ordered restraining orders against them. Watch that jerk action we see through these shoulders.
And have already issued temporary restraining orders against.
That's that jerk motion. Body's not happy with what the words are coming out of the mouth, because the mouth is not telling truth.
Them. There was no thought, no preparation.
And we're back into portrayal. And we're going to skip through because he does that a lot. And we're going to go to the other part that many people wanted me to look at, which was his crying.
Many of you may know this. My middle name is Ellis. I was named after Uncle Ellis, who was named after Ellis Island.
And it's skipped. Thank you, ABC, and your movie magic.
This executive order
and now we're into crying mode. And how do we tell if someone's crying? I've gone over this in Patreon. It's actually the videos I do on Patreon have a lot of detail in it for those who want to get into the nitty-gritty of things. We're going to see people who cry to portray crying will squeeze their eyes shut so that tears run down their face and they become visual, because most people are very visual animals. They see crying or they see tears, they assume it's real. The other thing, when you see that, you want to hear if it's in the back of the throat, because you have ducts in your eye system and your sinuses that run down the back of your throat. So if they're really crying, you will start to hear it in that area. And it will not be temporary. It will be long lasting.
Was mean-spirited and un-American. It was implemented in a way that created chaos and confusion across the country.
And that's what we're not hearing. We're not hearing the drainage from the crying. There's no drainage. So there's no crying.
And it will only serve to embolden and inspire those around the globe who will do us harm. It must be
and we're not hearing a real sniffle. We're hearing air go through the nose.
First, immediately, Senate Democrats are going to introduce legislation to overturn this and move it as quickly as we can. And I, as your senator from New York.
All right, that's enough of him. If you liked it, leave a like. If you liked the content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.